Hi, I'm Alexandra, a psychic spiritual counselor, and welcome to Alexandra's Psychic Eye. When we think of the spirit world, we conjure images of another dimension that lies just beyond our reach. But the truth is, the world of spirit surrounds all of us, just like the air we breathe. Today, as a special show, we'll be connecting the audience members with people who have passed on to the next level of existence. And you'll be hearing some amazing stories that may help you better understand your place in the universe. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Did you ever get the feeling while you're home alone that you may not be the only one there? Perhaps the almost inaudible sound of a movement in a corner or the smallest touch to your face or hair awakens you to the realization that someone may actually be there with you, just not in the physical form. The spirit world is all around us, and today we're going to explore what that actually means. And welcome, and thanks for being on our show. Hi. Hi. Now, before we begin today, I wanted to talk a little bit about my own experience and how I got involved in spirituality and psychic phenomenon, which is one and the same. First of all, some of you have, watched my show, so you know a little bit about me. But for those of you that don't know anything about me, and for the viewers that are watching for the first time, I'm going to give you a brief background. Many years back, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, which, in case you don't know, it's a fatal, debilitating disease. There's no cure for it. In any event, I was instantly healed by a master healer, which was completely against everything I believed in because my background is science, and I had to be dragged to the healing practically. Instantly I was healed. All of a sudden strange things started to happen to me, like I would see people walking around my apartment, whereas before I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything, nothing. In particular, in my entire living room, which was very, very big, like 30 feet long, there was this group of miners from like the turn of the century with coal on their face, bedraggled clothes, long skirts. I can describe them in detail. Well, when I became aware of them, this was absolutely so frightening to me. I screamed and I ran into another room in my house to get away from them, banged the door closed thinking they were going to follow me and hurt me because I didn't know who they were and why I was seeing them. They were as clear as I am to you, okay? And I called up my teacher who healed me of MS, and I called him teacher after that. He's a master healer. And whenever I needed him, apparently for some magical reason, he was always there at the other end of the phone. And he asked me to describe what I was seeing. And he said, don't be frightened. I said, no, I'm never going, I can't leave this room. I'm going to wait till my husband comes home, and then I'll go out. He said, well, that's hours from now. They're not going to hurt you. That's just their spirit. I said, what does that mean, spirit? What are you talking about, spirit? Are they going to go inside of me? They're going to do something to me? They're going to lift me in the air? He says, they're not going to do anything. They're benign. They're harmless. I said, well, why are they here? He said, I don't know. Maybe you knew them from another life. They like you. They like your place. They want to hang out there. I said, okay, you know what? Let them hang out there. But I'm not going to talk to them. It was like that. In any event, the details of what they looked like was so amazing. The way I could describe your outfit, that was how clear they were. This was an amazing phenomenon to me. And they took up a lot of space in my living room. That's all I can tell you. As I started to get more and more into the work, and I had students and workshops in my apartment, some of my students would say things like, you know, I see this miner, coal miner family in your living room. So it was confirmed by other people that would walk in. Then other strange things started to happen, like dead relatives started appearing. My grandmother, my grandfather, you know, different people. And I was sitting with my parents one day in my mother's apartment in Brooklyn, and I said, oh, Grandma Kitty is right there. And my father almost flipped. He's like, what? She's dead over 20 years. What does that mean, she's there? She can't be there. She's dead. I said, nope. I know you said she's dead, and I know she's dead. I never met her. But she's right there, and she has a message. And the message I repeated, my father, his eyes lit up bigger than, you know, quarters. And he said, there's no way that you could know this. First of all, this is not information that was ever given to you. And secondly, you never met your grandmother. And thirdly, you weren't alive, so how could you know this? So really strange things started happening. Today, we're going to learn about our spirituality. You're going to learn that this body that you walk around in, that drinks, that eats, that swims, that, you know, goes to work, that sleeps at night, is an illusion. That what you really are is spirit and body, okay? And it's an amazing phenomenon, and once you realize who you really are, there's a great freedom in that. And what I'm going to be teaching you and the viewers out there is the remembrance. Because what happens is when we come into our body through birth, we don't have that memory. We have what we call amnesia. And the reason why we have amnesia is because if you remembered who you really are, which is spirit and body, you would go back. Because the place we're in is an illusion, okay? And we'll get into that. We're going to talk about the other side and what it really is about, and experiences on ghosts and things like that. Anyone in this room here have had any experiences with ghosts or spirits appearing?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay, really. Well, I'm going to just ask you a little bit about that. You want to stand up?
Sure.
Okay. And what is your name?
My name is Lisa Larson from Staten Island.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Now, what was your experience with ghosts and spirits and all that?
When my brother passed, I was really upset, and I was going for a walk with my dog. And we were walking down the street, and I wasn't going to mention this, but it was a tree-lined street, and this tree that I was standing under, all of a sudden the leaves started falling. It was in November. And I looked behind me, and the tree behind us, there was no leaves falling. And the tree in front of us, there was no leaves falling. And as I kept walking, the tree that was above me, the leaves would start falling. And I had taken that as a sign from my brother saying, you know, that he's with me. And a couple of weeks later, I had a situation where I was really upset. And I said to him, if you're with me, please send me a sign. And I was in a building at a meeting. And I looked down, and on the ground there was a leaf, and there was really no way that this leaf could have been there. It was just it was a sign that he was there.
Most definitely, most definitely. What did it make you feel when you saw that leaf? Because you see, that's the thing, the feeling that it created in you.
I felt like I did the right thing with him. I had to DNR him.
Like a comforting?
Yeah, that he was telling me it's all okay. Yeah, there was definitely a connection
and
there.
And he's there.
Yes.
He's letting you know he's there. See, because if he wasn't there, how did the leaf appear?
Right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.